The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now it's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Bucs at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stafford. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That was Carl Nassib working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, these two teams, you may remember, battled in the NFC divisional round last year, and that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead. Before the Bucs and Tom Brady, they rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advanced 30-27.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hold 50.
Now Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Jackson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. Open man is Atwell. Complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Wait, set.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Brady going to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 10.
Let's go! Hey.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Carter?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air on it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Good Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And a loose football. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side complete. That's Jackson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's up to the 20. Now he's free up the left sideline. Now look out to the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Stafford going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, 35 yards.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One final try now for Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. So that last touchdown sealed it their part, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.